I feel like exploding. But us, now. Let's lose to Watford. Fine, it's fine. Then Solskjaer will come out there. Now you know the boys, they tried. I can't take it anymore, Roger.
What's up YouTube? Welcome back to our channel where we try to predict the results of the English Premier League every week. Always chasing that perfect 10 out of 10.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you like what we're doing, please turn on your notifications right now.
Let's go. Alright, so Happy New Year, and yeah, I've been away in Australia, so back from holidays, nice and refreshed. Alright, so back to the Premier League. First game, Sheffield versus West Ham. Now, the Blades lost 2-0 at Anfield. It was an expected result, but I was hoping for a miracle draw, considering the fact that they only had 25% possession at Anfield. That 2-0 scoreline does not look too bad. The Hammers beat Bournemouth 4-0 at home. Fabianski was back and kept the clean sheet straight up. Alright, I'm looking forward to this match. Sorry for the pun, but Blades seem to have lost their edge lately. Not as sharp really in the great scheme of things, and a lot of the teams have sort of reacted to their energy that they bring into every match by
they're
playing.
Prepared for it.
Yeah, they're prepared for it, and they are playing better these days. So a lot of the teams have actually got upgrades with, even signing or change of manager. So even Arsenal, is that the end of the Sheffield run, do you think?
Could very well be. Could very well be. Yeah, I mean, a lot of things are going to change amongst the teams now, especially in January, transfer window opening. I think teams are going to be better prepared for a whole variety.
I'm guessing that the end of, or the second half of the season will be very high energy. In a lot of games. Brace yourselves. So for this game, I'm thinking a draw.
A draw. Sheffield, West Ham, draw. I would go along with that. Sheffield, we know they're proven to be a solid team, especially at home. West Ham, okay, 4-0. You need to look at that and say, okay, there's something there. But being away, Sheffield at home, I think it's going to be more of a balanced affair. Draw here.
Cool. Alright, next one is Palace vs Arsenal. Palace drew 1-1 at Norwich. It was a late equaliser that got them the point in a pretty even game on paper, on stats. Palace then lost 0-1 to Derby in the FA Cup, where Milivojevic, got a red. The Gunners are back on the W with 2-0 win at home against the Man U. Arteta really making a difference here, I feel, with the energy of the team.
I didn't watch the game.
Me neither. I only saw highlights, but from the past two or three games that he's been in charge, I think he's got them back on track to a team where I've been yelling the whole season they need to dribble the ball a bit instead of just passing all the time and forcing themselves to pass backwards and then getting themselves stuck in bad positions with their centre backs or the back line, especially when they're not in the best form. And also, I've been yelling all season, I want Ozil, Pepe, Laka and Aubameyang. And it's finally happened and we got 2-0. And it took Arteta? Really?
I heard Pepe had a pretty good game.
A lot of Palace's team is injured. Townsend, Benteke, Van Aanholt, Sacco, Ward, Schlupp and even Zaha now. So considering that, I think based on form and momentum, even though it's an away game, I'm thinking an Arsenal win here.
I agree. I think an Arsenal win here, and again I agree with the new philosophy that Arteta has brought to the team. You do see significant changes in the team, and I mean, it hurts for me to say this, but it does seem like you guys are on the right track now and you're going to be moving forward. And this should be the kind of game that you should be winning. Alright,
next one is Chelsea vs Burnley. Chelsea drew 1-1 at Brighton. It was quite a boring game apparently, and Chelsea couldn't hold on to their lead at the 18th minute after their early goal. Abraham continues to be inconsistent, and they then won an FA Cup game on the weekend. Burnley lost 1-2 at home to Villa, unable to get back into the game until the 80th minute after being 2 goals down from the first half. They then went on to win their FA Cup game also. Abraham was rested for the FA Cup. Does that mean he'll be back on the score sheet, you think?
back on the score sheet, that's one thing. Back in the team, you'd have to say yes.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah. But back on the score sheet, I think pretty much every game he will always be given a chance or create a chance. And he often comes pretty close. I think he's a young guy. There's still that element of inexperience in him. I think there's always a chance for goals with him. And in all the games that Chelsea haven't won, they've played pretty decently in most of them. A lot of the time I do feel they're a bit unlucky. So in this game, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling a Chelsea win here.
yeah, Chelsea win for me. Next one is Everton versus Brighton. Everton lost 2-1 at Man City, in which City were just too clinical for Everton. Everton then lost to a diluted Liverpool team in the FA Cup. Respectable scorelines, not too bad on stat either for Everton. Brighton drew against Chelsea as mentioned, also not a bad result. They then played a weakened team in the FA Cup and got knocked out. So I guess their focus is not in the FA. Gut feel is an Everton win here though. They have a few relatively easy games before playing against the traditional top six, and after only being a goal down against City and Liverpool, I think they should be able to come through and all pumped up for this one for Brighton.
I agree. I'm excited to see what effect Ancelotti is going to have on this team. Duncan Ferguson was 90% emotion, 10% tactics, I felt. They were just scared of him or scared to let him down, and whenever they played it was just pedal to the metal. Just all out strength, passion, pace.
Yep.
Ancelotti, you have to believe he's going to bring some form of tactical awareness to this team. So I'm looking forward to see what's going to happen, but Everton win.
Leicester versus Southampton. Leicester won 0-3 at Newcastle without Vardy.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
Yes.
Prev's favourite player, Perez, has been pretty good lately and scored against his previous club. They also beat Wigan 2-0 in the FA. Southampton, on the other hand, has also been getting results, beating Spurs 1-0 in the Premier League and Huddersfield 2-0 in the FA Cup. Southampton is on a pretty good run.
Yep.
So is Ings. Southampton against the odds here, but I don't think it will be easy for Leicester. I think it will be a tight win for Leicester, so like a 1 goal difference. And looking at the odds, if you're looking into handicap betting, I'm thinking the handicap would be more than a goal towards the Southampton side. And I'm probably going to put money on the Southampton side with more than a goal. So if they get a draw or even lose by 1 goal, you'd win. Yeah.
Sounds like a smart bet. I'm just as far as this game goes, I'm sticking with my Leicester boys, but again, I feel you hit the nail on the head. It's going to be a tight game, but I feel mildly confident that Leicester should be winning this game. But that being said, I'm pretty sure Ings is going to score.
Yeah.
He's not scoring. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, but I think a Leicester win here.
Cool. Alright, Man United versus Norwich. Man United has been quite inconsistent and was very poor against Arsenal. They also drew 0-0 against Wolves in the FA Cup.
And then lost this morning.
Against who?
City.
Did they?
Yeah.
In what?
That other cup.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
3-1.
3-1 at United. Oh,
It was 3-0 in 20 minutes. Or like.
they just said, we'll leave it at that.
And then they just kept the ball.
They just kept the ball.
That's
just
all.
to piss you off.
It was.
Was Pogba playing?
No. He had surgery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He was on his Instagram. But it was disgraceful. Doesn't do it justice.
Really? Is it that bad now?
It was terrible.
Well, Norwich, on the other hand, drew at Palace, then won 2-4 away at Preston for the FA Cup. Norwich away is never
A good thing for
Norwich.
Yeah.
I'm only saying a Man U win in this case because of that. But who knows with this United form? I don't know. Like, it could be a draw, could even be a Norwich win. Cantwell has been doing well.
Yeah.
Although Pookie... Okay, yeah, Cantwell has been playing well, yeah. But I'm not sure if you can handle another loss. Do you think Solskjaer would be sacked
Yes.
soon?
That's exactly what I want to say.
Yeah, like I don't see him staying on if he keeps losing these games.
Not even lose. I think this game, if he draws this game,
He's gone.
it's done. It's done. It has to be done.
Well, it seems to be the trend for most teams now, changing managers around this time.
I feel like exploding. I cannot believe we've had this kind of form
for so long.
And he's still there. I love him. He's a legend of the club, but he's doing nothing. Like, what's his name? Good evening.
Emery.
Yes. Emery. He wasn't getting the results. He got fired.
Yeah.
It's happening in every other club.
Yeah.
But us, now, let's lose to Watford. It's fine. Then Solskjaer will come out there. Now you know the boys, they tried. And just smiling. I can't take it anymore, Roger.
Prev going on a rant.
I can't.
Oh my god.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I feel you, because I was in a similar situation just before with Emery.
But at least you guys
you
tried.
Yeah, we talked about the same thing with Arsenal, who I would pick, like someone with maybe a fresher head, or someone with a lot of experience, or someone in between like Arteta. Who would you go for? Would you go for someone like
Ancelotti? Not Ancelotti, sorry, Pochettino.
Pochettino, okay, he's available now. Pochettino?
Yeah.
Or how about like someone like Giggs?
I do not want any ex-player.
No ex-player now?
No.
Okay, no ex-player?
No.
Or someone like fresh. Yeah? Someone like young.
I don't think, no disrespect to us,
Okay.
but I don't think a fresh face is a good fit for Man United. Because we've created the problem of our players' egos are too big. A fresh face manager is going to go in there and be overrun by the players, I think.
Well, initially it did work with Solskjaer before he signed the contract. Yeah, and he was an ex-player. And he controlled the team. Initially. I don't know what happened after. Seriously, I don't know what happened after.
I'm starting to think it's just because the players maybe hated Mourinho so much that when Solskjaer came, then they started trying, and then they just fell back into that same rut.
Okay.
Because I can't think of any other reason.
Fair enough.
But Pochettino, I'll take Pochettino.
Okay.
Just because we need stability.
Well, all teams need stability.
But we got like Jesse Lingard.
Yeah.
Two seasons, 0 assists, 0 goals. Now he wants to go to AC Milan. Mino Raiola is his manager now, because that's the kind of circus we are now. We're just handing out money.
Yeah. Oh, well.
I could go on, but I don't want this to be.
All right. Okay, so I'm guessing. What's your punch? Really? After all that.
But you are still my team. You are still my team. We still support you.
That's so hilarious, man. I can't believe it. Next one would be Wolves versus Newcastle. Now, Wolves lost 2-1 at Watford, then drew against United in the FA Cup. Traore is the talk of the hour with Jota being injured. So yeah, Traore is doing all the magic at the moment.
Apparently he doesn't do weights.
Well, he either doesn't do weights or doesn't do roids. I don't know. I think he could get on the score sheet again though. Yeah, looking good, in form. Newcastle lost 0-3 against Leicester, as mentioned. Then drew 1-1 at Rochdale for the FA Cup. With Saint Maximin injured though.
Big loss for Newcastle.
Big loss, yeah, because he was the person driving the ball, going forward, getting the goals, getting the assists, because their front line is basically dead. I don't know, it could be a downward spiral without him. They have been losing since, he's got that hamstring injury, so I hope he recovers soon. So, yeah, all things considered, Wolves win here.
Yeah, I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. Yeah, Wolves, I'm a fan of the Wolves team. They're no more looked at as that newly kind of promoted team. I think they're an established Premier League team now.
Definitely.
And I think, they're going to get to a double.
Cool. Spurs versus Liverpool, big game.
Yep.
On the weekend. Spurs drew at Norwich, then lost at Southampton, then drew at Middlesbrough. These aren't big names.
No.
I'm not sure if Mourinho is special enough to get this team back into winning ways, especially without Kane and Lloris.
Kane?
Kane is injured.
Oh. Okay.
So yeah, in the Middlesbrough game, it was Son and Lucas Moura up front. Yeah. Liverpool, on the other hand, keep winning, beating Sheffield in the Premier League, as mentioned, and then Everton at home for the FA Cup. Can't see this stopping at the moment. Liverpool win. Although I would like to see a miracle.
Yeah. Again, I didn't know Kane is not going to be there. If he was going to play, I was going to say I think Mourinho thrives in this kind of game, this kind of environment, and I think a draw would have been possible, but without Kane, I feel it's a bridge too far.
They drew at Middlesbrough.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. Like, it's pretty bad at the moment.
I think a mistake would be if they play Son through the middle. I do think that would be a mistake. But I don't think they have any backup strikers for Kane. So that may be their only option.
Or just two up front, like him and Moura.
But Van Dijk against Moura is no competition. But nevertheless, no Kane, no win.
Yeah. Well, it's not even a matter of Liverpool winning the league or not now, I feel, to be honest.
As an Arsenal fan.
It's about them not being invincible. And I can't.
Because they can only be
yeah,
one
they can
invincible
only
team, right?
be one.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully some team will beat them eventually. Bournemouth versus Watford. Bournemouth got swept 4-0 at West Ham, as mentioned, but then won 4-0 at home against Luton in the FA Cup. Does that mean the results cancel each other out? I don't know, but King and Ake, who are both key, are injured, so it could be tough against an informed Watford. Watford have been playing pretty well since they beat Man U. They drew Sheffield, they beat Villa, and then Wolves in the Premier League. Cabaselli is suspended for this game, but I feel Watford has all the momentum. Watford win here for me, and perhaps it's time to put some of their players on your fantasy league because of the low ownership.
Yeah. Could be. I'm waiting for one particular player to stand up from their team and then maybe I'd consider it.
What, like Dini? Whoever?
Deulofeu in particular, I feel is the one who's capable of getting a lot of points regularly. But I don't know, man. Watford, they've had a bit of bad luck early on in the season, so that could contribute to where they are on the table. But I'm not totally convinced by them in this game. I personally want to say a draw, but no Wilson, no Ake. Yeah, very.
No King, right? No King and no Ake.
Oh, sorry.
Wilson's back, but they always do bad with like either one or like the other with Wilson and King. Like they don't score as much. And then without Ake, who is
that's the bigger miss in my opinion.
Yeah, he's like a Van Dijk.
Yes. Yeah. It's gonna be very tough. I don't know why I'm feeling in particular like a no draw.
Okay.
But we'll see how it goes. But I'm gonna say a draw here. Raj, you saying Watford win?
Watford win.
All right, let's see.
Alright, last one, Villa vs Man City. Villa got a great away win at Burnley, then lost at Fulham in the FA Cup. City beat Everton in the Premier League, then Port Vale in the FA. City win.
Yeah, City, they're just too good, and especially they just beat us. It was like a training session. It was an exhibition game. They're gonna do really well.
Alright, so fantasy. While I was away, I got a couple of wins, I think. Over Prev, but lost the most recent one, I think.
Okay.
I finally got Fleck in my team now, so I've got 3 Sheffield players. I managed to get Martial in and Rashford, but I am thinking of taking Rashford out because of the consistency. And swapping Ings in soon. I did take out Vardy at the moment because he's been injured. And yeah, I'll put Aubameyang in, but I'm not sure how things go, but maybe I'll take Rashford out for Vardy if he comes back strong. But Ings is a miss if I can't fit him in. I've actually got Calvert-Lewin in at the moment
I noticed
as well. Yeah, because I'm thinking New manager and the way they're going for the fixtures are looking good for the next, I think, 5 weeks or so.
Yeah.
I'll give it a go. If not, probably Ings.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I've got Martial as well, who plays a lot up front at the moment. Hoping he gets a few goals. Back line, I'm not really going to change much. My motto there is still just try and be as cheap as possible, except for Alexander-Arnold.
Yeah.
He's my team for this week.
Alright, yeah, so I've been a bit busy over the last few weeks, haven't paid too much attention to fantasy, but now I see Raj just clawing his way back into the game here, so I need to take this more seriously. The two players who I have had my eye on are Ings and Grealish, because as we mentioned before, he seems to be always involved. And I remember a couple weeks back we were saying, if he continues like this, there's no reason to not put him in. Although, the reason to not put him in this week is Man City. Yeah. So him, Ings, and Lingard. No.
Yeah, oh, definitely Lingard. Yeah, for sure.
No, probably the most useless player in like fantasy league history ever. Just dawned on me now.
The last 2 seasons.
Yeah, I'm thinking Ings, Grealish. Who do I take out? Probably Rashford. I'm thinking Rashford. I also don't know what's up with Vardy, but I'd rather have Vardy than Rashford. Rashford, for a cut price Ings, could maybe invest that money elsewhere. Bring in Grealish, I think he's at about 7.1. Maybe replace him for who? Traore? I brought in Traore because of the hype.
Yeah, no, good pick.
Maybe, we'll see. Or maybe I'll give him another week, we'll see how it goes. Let Grealish get over Man City first, and maybe make that change next week. Okay. We'll see how it goes, but this will be my team for this week.
Yeah, again, let us know what you think of the Man U situation. Do you think Arsenal will get back into top 4?
I think you're on the right path now.
Yeah. So, let us know in the comments, and as always, please subscribe. Catch you next time. Happy game week.